Paid presentation for Orlimar Golf Company. Golf is a game of risk and reward. But sometimes the biggest hazard you face is simply not having the right club in your bag. Introducing the revolutionary TriMetal from Orlimar Golf. The Orlimar Trimetal. It's the difference between risk and reward. Longer.
The ball just absolutely jumped off the club face.
The ball explodes off the face.
You can just hear it. I mean, it takes off.
Comes off so fast and online.
Higher.
It got up quick.
Being a 3-wood trajectory with driver length is optimal.
It gets the ball up very quickly.
Straighter.
What I really like is you can put it on a tee and really hit it straight.
I can hit the TriMetal longer than anything I've tried. And I got one better for you. I can hit it straighter than anything I've ever tried.
You can sit there in an OB right and left and ponds and everything else, and you don't care because you're gonna hit it straight.
It's something new, and I think it's going to be changing the game.
From Strawberry Farms Golf Course in Irvine, California, comes the next generation in golf technology. The Orlimar Trimetal combines an exclusive design with breakthrough metal technology, creating the longest club from the tee and the fairway.
The Trimetal is longer off the tee than any driver, and you can still use it off the fairway. It's literally so effective, it's like teeing up your driver in the middle of the fairway and hitting it again. It's that long.
And the Trimetal is already a favorite with touring professionals.
It's a club that's going to make me money in my business, and my business is playing golf and shooting low numbers.
When I hit it, my caddy says, geez, we never hit nothing like this all year long. He started looking at it too. I said, just keep it in the bag and keep quiet.
It went higher, farther, and straighter. Aside from that, it was no big deal.
You don't go out on the tour and in literally 3 or 4 days on the range get over 45 pros to want to switch to a club. That's unheard of.
Joining us today is 5-time PGA Tour winner and NBC golf analyst Roger Maltbie. We'll also hear from 1964 U.S. Open champion and legendary golf analyst Ken Venturi, along with PGA Tour winner and lead analyst for the Golf Channel, Mark Lai. The Trimetal is brought to you by Orlimar, makers of high-performance golf equipment. With a 38-year history of golf club craftsmanship, Orlimar is now making history with its revolutionary Trimetal. Now, here's your host, Roger Maltbie.
Let me ask you a question. Is it possible for a shallow-face club that is easy to use from the tee and the fairway to hit it longer than the most expensive oversized drivers on the market today? The answer is yes, with the new Trimetal from Orlimar. You know, for years we've been told that bigger is better, that the only way to increase distance is to go with the oversized club head. But today we're going to prove to you that oversized is overrated.
Roger, you're right. The TriMetal is rewriting golf history because it's a club that finally brings together the accuracy of a fairway wood with explosive distance. Distance that blew by the most popular oversized drivers on the market.
A couple of times I was looking about 20 yards short of where the ball landed, and then when it landed, past that area, I was very surprised.
I've hit TaylorMade, Callaway, Titleist, just about everything, and there's no comparison. I mean, there's really no comparison. This club is head and shoulders better than those clubs just because it hits it further.
With an exclusive breakthrough process, the Trimetal combines the best of 3 different metals. The Trimetal effectively makes all other stainless and titanium woods obsolete. Unlike oversized heads, the Trimetal starts with a classic shallow face design that makes the Trimetal much easier to hit than conventional or oversized heads. The secret to Trimetal's unmatched distance lies in the alpha miraging metal face. Alpha miraging is 85% harder than pure titanium, causing the ball to explode off the face at impact.
It sounded kind of like a gunshot.
The moment that the ball takes off, you can just hear it.
It's like a rifle shot coming off the face. That's what it sounds like.
And the shallow face concentrates all impact energy directly behind the ball, unlike oversized heads, which lose energy across a larger surface. Copper tungsten has been inserted into the bottom of the sole. Copper tungsten is heavier than lead, which concentrates the weight in the sole of the club, widening the sweet spot. With an extremely low center of gravity, the TriMetal becomes even easier to hit.
This club here has a shallower face. Center of gravity is lower. It's a lot easier to get airborne.
Looked like it was going to be an easy club to hit. In fact, it is.
When you get to know Olimar and you get to know what the TriMetal can do, forget it. You'll play nothing else.
Two inverted runners extend to the leading edge, providing superior contact with the ball off of thin lies. Simply put, the TriMetal is the longest and straightest golf club you've ever hit.
Never before have three metals been combined to make so much sense. The TriMetal hits it longer than oversized drivers, yet it's more accurate and easier to hit than a 3 wood. It's not oversized, it's the right size.
That's right, Mark. You've heard what we think about the TriMetal, but now you want proof that this club performs. Orlimar traveled to San Diego, California to test the TriMetal against the most popular and expensive metal woods on the market.
This independent testing facility has been the premier testing ground in the golf industry for years. State-of-the-art robotics are utilized to achieve exact repeatability with each swing. All tests take into account club speed, launch angle, and precise wind conditions. Data is carefully gathered on ball carry, distance, roll, and overall dispersion from the target. The Orlimar Trimetal carried the ball an average of 6.83 yards further than the Callaway Biggest Big Bertha driver, and an average of 6.62 yards farther than the tailor-made Tie Bubble 2 driver.
We were able to make a club that at 11 degrees loft went further off the tee than any driver that we tested. Any driver. And I'm talking about the big guys and the oversized guys. The reason that I went further is because of the miraging metal insert and the very low center of gravity. Because what it does is the insert launches the ball and the sole weighting gets the ball airborne and it carries a lot further.
Author of one of Golf Digest's top 50 tips of all time and PGA professional for over 40 years, Craig Williamson.
Golf is seeing an evolution. We've gone bigger, bigger, bigger for a long time. I don't know that that was necessarily correct. We have something that's correct right now.
Bigger is not better. It's getting to a point where it's getting too big.
Golfers across the country are trading in their oversized drivers and putting the TriMetal into their bag.
I hit this club, it was a 13.5 degree, and I hit that as far as my 7.5 titanium bubble.
The first time I hit the TriMetal, it felt probably better than my Callaway club, and the flight of the ball was unbelievable. It's a great golf club.
It just goes, and it just keeps going and going and going. I mean, it just bores through the air. I've never seen anything like it.
The TriMetal I can't keep in stock. I can't get enough of them. They're out the door and they don't come back.
Bigger isn't better. I mean, and this club proves it. The TriMetal proves it.
How about you? Isn't it time you stepped up to the next level in distance and accuracy? You can. Off the tee and from the fairway with the easy-to-hit Orlimar Trimetal. Welcome back. You know, golfers are always on the lookout for the latest innovation and technology that will give them an advantage. Whether amateur or pro, golfers want the best, and I'm no exception. Recently, I was on the range with some of the top players on the senior tour. Without exception, every pro that hit the TriMetal wanted to put it into their bag. The TriMetal is just that good.
The shallow face club gets the ball up in the air, but it went a long ways and had a good feel to it.
Of course, most of them have big contracts with other club manufacturers, so you won't hear them talk about the TriMetal. But look closely the next time you see a pro take the head cover off his club. There's a good chance he's swinging the TriMetal from Orlimar. I've been around the tour a long time, Mark, and I've never seen a club embraced so quickly by the pros.
It was very interesting watching these guys go through their motions on the practice tee. They hit a few balls and they didn't want to put this club down.
Well, I found that in my own experience. I know when I first tried it, I went to the range and I kept looking for a rotten spot. I mean, how bad a lie could I give myself to see if I could get the ball in the air? It worked for me, it works for the senior tour pros, and I know it'll work for you.
If you want to know how good a club is, just see how many people on tour, players on tour, play it and are not getting paid.
The Darrell Survey Company monitors exactly what the tour players are playing with every week. They take the head covers off and examine exactly what is going into the bag on Thursday morning.
In only a few short months, the TriMetal has surpassed all golf clubs as the most played fairway wood on the senior tour. And Olimar does not pay players to play their clubs.
The tour players are using it on tight par fours, and they're hitting it every bit as far as their oversized, over-length driver. Oversized is out. Orlimar Trimetal shallow face is in.
The Trimetal is truly a new club category in golf. There is no club in the market with the exclusive Trimetal design, which makes it easy to hit long and accurate shots off the tee and from the fairway. Let's go out on the course, where this club is going to make your game a whole lot easier.
Ron Cerruto is a two-time winner on the PGA Tour and has instructed over 40,000 golf lessons to pros and amateurs.
Does that look familiar to you? It sure as heck looks familiar to me. I've got a shot here that I've got to hit long, straight, and high. Plus, I have the intimidation of the water. This is a difficult shot for everybody. And if you don't have the right equipment, you just can't perform this shot. Let's try the new Trimetal from Olimar.
The Trimetal's lower center of gravity gets the ball airborne fast, and the alpha miraging face causes the ball to explode off the face for unmatched distance.
That's what the Trimetal can do for you. You're going to hit the ball longer and straighter than you can imagine. Your days of layup are through.
We've talked about how the miraging shallow face is the secret to the Trimetal's unmatched distance. It also has the lowest center of gravity of any metal wood on the market. The majority of the weight in this head is well below the middle of the face. This low center of gravity is what makes the Trimetal the easiest metal wood to hit that you'll ever swing.
The Trimetal is 3 different metals in one, but it's the copper tungsten, which is heavier than lead, that delivers the lowest center of gravity of any metal wood on the market. That's what makes the Trimetal the easiest metal wood to hit from both the fairway and the tee. The positioning of these 3 metal bars actually maximizes the size of the sweet spot and produces a stability through impact that is literally unsurpassed.
Part of the skill in playing golf is managing your misses. Not even the tour pros can hit it flush every time. That's why it's important to know how a club performs on off-center hits. We've all been told that oversize is the answer. Make a club head so big, it's hard to miss. Well, Olimar challenged that theory. Let's see how the Trimetal performs on heel and toe hits against the most popular oversized heads on the market.
This premier independent testing facility to the golf industry utilizes the swing robot to hit repeated off-center hits. By analyzing the dispersion data, we are able to determine how each club corrects for off-center hits.
Another one.
60.
Left to left. This club's okay off the toe, but off the heel, forget it.
53 left.
53.
217.
53.
60 left. 227.
It's a lot of dispersion. A lot of dispersion.
Average dispersion on heel and toe hits with the Callaway Biggest Big Bertha driver was 52.6 feet. With a TaylorMade Tie Bubble 2 driver, 45.58 feet.
A perfectly designed club head utilizes what is called a gear effect. The gear effect causes the ball to gear back in the direction of the target. The more the club utilizes the gear effect, the more that club will correct for off-center hits.
Look at the way it started out right, and it's working. See it working. Right on the center line. Well, it's amazing because most people think if they hit a ball off the toe, it's going to go off to the right.
No, it comes right back in.
But, you know, this is what the gear effect is all about, and it's maximized on the Trimetal. And that ball's out. It's out right there, and it's working, coming back in.
It's just holding that line right on the center line.
That's it. It's, well, you know, I knew I was going to make a good club, but I've surprised myself.
Yeah.
Average dispersion on heel and toe hits with the Orlimar Trimetal was 14.38 feet, making the Trimetal not only 6.62 yards longer, but 68.5% straighter than TaylorMade. Trimetal was 6.83 yards longer and 72.7% straighter than Callaway.
I knew it was going to be a pretty straight club, but I didn't know how straight it was going to be until we got onto the robot. When we started towing shots and you saw them just hook right back into the center line, or heeling shots and they were fading back in, it was very remarkable, particularly when you compared it to the competition who claim that they're straighter and longer. The robot doesn't lie. I mean, the facts are there.
Oversized is overrated. Independent tests prove that the TriMetal is not only longer, but it's more accurate and forgiving on off-center hits than even the biggest oversized heads. The TriMetal's not oversized, it's the right size. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us for what may be the most important half hour for your golf game. We've been talking about the amazing new TriMetal, the only club that hits it longer and straighter than oversized drivers, but with more ease and better accuracy than any fairway would. Orlimar has brought together 37 years of experience and craftsmanship to deliver a golf club that is like no other, the TriMetal.
After 37 years of making clubs on the highest level for the best players in the world, for British Open champions, for US Open champions, Masters champions, we've made clubs for the finest players in the world. We know how to make a good-looking product and one that works, and works at the highest level. What hasn't gone unnoticed is that we need to make clubs that look good, but that also work for the average golfer.
Like many tour pros, I carried Orlimar clubs in my bag long before they were a well-known company. And unlike most club manufacturers, Orlimar has never paid players to use their clubs. You'll find Orlimar on the tour because their name is synonymous with quality.
You've heard from us how good the TriMetal is. But here's the real proof. In only a few short months, the TriMetal has surpassed all golf clubs as the most played fairway wood on the senior tour. And Orlimar does not pay players to play their clubs. Bottom line, the tour pros agree. The TriMetal is the hottest club on the tour. Just listen to what the pros have to say about the TriMetal.
When I hit the TriMetal, I love the sound, I love the feel, and I really love the trajectory.
The first time I hit the TriMetal, it felt probably better than my Callaway club, and the flight of the ball was unbelievable. It's a great golf club.
When I hit it, the ball just exploded off the club.
The tour players are beginning to tell each other how good it is. The caddies are saying, I've never seen my man hit it this far. I've never seen my man hit it this straight.
When I hit it, my caddy says, geez, we never hit nothing like this all year long. He said, what is it? And he started looking at it too. I said, just keep it in the bag and keep quiet.
And I stood there with my mouth hanging open because it went so far.
It is very good. It's in my bag, I'm telling you right now.
When you get to the tee, every golfer wants the same thing. He wants distance and accuracy. With the TriMetal, you get both. The first thing you have to do is tee the ball low. Because of the TriMetal's shallow face, the ball doesn't have to be teed up way off the ground as it would with a driver, and you can make the same swing as you do with every other club in your bag. That's what you get with the TriMetal, distance and accuracy. Now here's something you can get with no other club. You can take the same club you played from the teeing ground, play it from the fairway using the same swing. From the tee or the fairway, the TriMetal is both long and accurate. But how about its versatility? Say the ball comes to rest in a lie such as this. Because of the TriMetal's shallow face and copper tungsten technology, I can get the ball in the air from a poor lie, not sacrificing distance because of the lie itself. Now I can go for the green instead of laying up.
I think what the TriMetal has proved is bigger may not be better.
Oversize is out of the league now. I can hit the TriMetal longer than anything I've tried. And I got one better for you. I can hit it straighter than anything I've ever tried.
Out of all the times I've hit it off the tee in tour events, I've yet to miss a fairway with it.
Well, there you have it. Tour professionals love the TriMetal, amateurs love it too. How about you? When are you going to replace that overrated, oversized club with the new Orlimar TriMetal? The easy-to-hit club that's guaranteed to be the longest from the tee and the fairway. Call right now and start saving strokes with the Orlimar TriMetal, the right size club for you.
When the biggest hazard you face is not having the right club in your bag, you need breakthrough metal technology. You need the TriMetal from Orlimar. In only weeks, the TriMetal has topped all other clubs as the most played fairway wood on the senior tour. And unlike other golf companies, Orlimar does not pay players to use their clubs longer. The TriMetal is the first club in America to use the revolutionary alpha miraging metal. Alpha miraging is 85% harder than pure titanium, causing the ball to explode off your club face. Independent tests prove that TriMetal's longer than the lead metal woods on the market. Higher. Copper tungsten runners that are heavier than lead give the TriMetal the lowest center of gravity of any metal wood, making it easier for you to get the ball airborne with optimum trajectory, causing the ball to land softly on the green. Straighter, precision bulge and roll combined with classic shallow face design give the most responsive gear effect on the market. No club corrects your off-center hits like the TriMetal, and the TriMetal is over 68% straighter than all clubs tested. And best of all, no club is easier to hit than the TriMetal. Two inverted rails extend to the leading edge, making the TriMetal easy to hit off of any lie. The TriMetal technology is combined with a high modulus ultralight graphite shaft to give you maximum distance and optimum feel. Use the TriMetal for 90 days. If you don't hit the ball farther and straighter than any metal would, just send it back for a complete refund. Call this toll-free number now and put the TriMetal in your bag for only 4 easy payments of $69.95. By calling now, you'll receive this video, How to Hit It Longer and Straighter with Roger Maltbie and Mark Lai. You'll also receive this tour-quality head cover. These items have a value of over $40 and are yours free when you call and order your TriMetal now.
Call right now and start saving strokes with the Orlimar Trimetal, the right size club for you.
If you call now, you'll receive this entire package with a retail value of $369 for just 4 easy payments of $69.95. Be the first one in your group to take advantage of this revolution in metal technology. Hit longer, higher, and straighter by getting your TriMetal today. The preceding was a paid presentation by Orlimar Golf Company. This has been an Argue production.